We are back at it again, falling another tree here in the woods. Today we are dropping a poplar, and this poplar's already had a couple of limbs top out of it, and so we want to go ahead and salvage it now before it deteriorates anymore. Good thing is it's a soft tree. It shouldn't be really hard to fall. My goal is that I want to fall it this direction. So hopefully my notch and everything aims in that direction. If not, I'll be running to grab my camera and try to move it out of the way if it falls the wrong direction. But I feel okay about falling it that direction. We'll see as we go. But again, the good thing about poplar, especially a tree like this, is it's really straight. So this is going to make a good log piece of timber, because poplar is very easy to work with. And so as far as making floor joists, wall studs, those kinds of things, poplar, pine, those are really good materials for that. So this is going to be the tree that we fall today. It's probably 16 inches, maybe 18 inches in diameter, so it's a decent sized tree. Like I said though, the good thing is poplar is soft, and as we start cutting into it, you'll start to see that distinctly, probably a yellowish tint to it. That's pretty common with poplar, so hopefully you're in a good spot to see. Again, we're going to go ahead and put my notch in this front corner, and as I said before, we want to keep the sides intact so it doesn't have a tendency to want to fall this way or that way. And if I do a good notch in the front and then bring my cut through from the back side, hopefully we'll get it to fall this way. So take a few shots to get it started here. There you should see a little bit of that bright yellow. Pretty common. Sorry if I'm blocking the view. Try to maybe maneuver you in a little better angle here. How's that? Maybe you can see it. Now I'm really putting the camera on the line. This will either be a video because it's educational, or it'll be a video on what not to do. We'll see in just a second. Vines here, tangled up. Again, the value of this tree is going to be in the lumber that you can make out of it. Not a good firewood. Burns up really fast, but it is a good log, especially for lumber. Real good for that. Starting to get into the heart a little bit, and typical with poplar is the heart wood is usually either has a greenish tint to it, or a yellow, a yellowish tint to it. But we're starting to get into some of that heartwood now. clean this notch up a little bit. You don't necessarily have to, but I like to be pretty straight, pretty clean going back in the tree. And so I want to take this little bit of a hump out, and it should come out pretty easy. Cutting trees down where I'm worried about the camera angle. So this is still a work in progress as far as that goes. Starting to clean out pretty good. I want to clean all of this out as well. That'll help it set down more, because like I said, I'm wanting it to go that direction. So I want to clean all of this out and be at a cleaner angle coming back. I can probably come in here, drop that down, and help kind of clean this up just a little bit. Let me move you around just a little bit. Again, I want to clean this up a little bit as I work my way back through. It starts to get, as you start cutting, if you're not careful, if you're swinging uphill, you'll start cutting uphill, and then if you're swinging downhill, you just kind of meet in the middle, which makes sense, but you don't really want to do that because it takes away your angle as far as the depth that you can get on your swing. So I want to clean those angles up so that I'm actually not creating a crevice that I can barely get any swings into. I want to keep taking chunks out. So clean up that bottom where I've kind of been going up at an angle. me also say that when I first started cutting, that's probably the closest I came to hit myself with an axe. Because what happens is if you glance and your axe just kind of flies off, you didn't hit it very well, so your swing's still pretty solid, and it can bounce and come flying, right back at you. So you want to be very careful when you're doing just those kind of clean out swings, because like I said, if you don't hit it well, it'll glance and that'll cause the axe to fly back out around. So you want to watch do that. Okay. Let me move the camera over here, and hopefully we'll be in a good spot to maybe see it fall. You can see from the angle that you're facing right now, this tree has a heavy back lean. So although it's on a hillside, there's a good tendency, based upon the back lean that it has, even though I have a monster front cut, it can still fall backwards. That's kind of the predicament that we're in. And so because of that, just in case, let me move the camera over here. There's no sense of ending my YouTube career prematurely because the tree fell on the camera. So let's try to avoid that if at all possible. Based upon the way I have it notched, it should either fall to the right or the left. Obviously, I'm wanting it to fall to the left. If it falls backwards, it doesn't really hurt anything. There's nothing for it to hit. I guess it could clip that tree a little bit, but it's actually okay, regardless of the direction that it falls, which is why I don't cut next to houses or anything of value. I guess I know enough to know what I don't know. That is, I don't always know the direction the tree is going to fall. So rather than have a malfunction. You always want to be careful too, now that I've done this about 6 or 7 times here today, to watch out for vines. Because if you want to make a quick getaway, if it gets caught in one of these vines, you're not going to be able to get away as quickly as you need to sometimes. So always make sure your feet are clear. that's what we were looking for. Thankfully, it fell just as we wanted it to. Here's the stump. You can see what was left in the back there. And there the tree lies. And like I said, good straight log. Make some good lumber out of that. And we'll go from there.